Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. So today is Wednesday, in fact a very cold Wednesday here in the United Kingdom because we've got a bit of a Siberian winter blast blowing through. So I hope everybody in the UK is keeping nice and toasty warm. Now today's ponderous topic is going to be all about investing, saving, stacking, collecting or prepping. Which of the above are you? Which of the above best describes you in terms of your attitudes to buying precious metals, gold and silver and the like? And why is it important? And why is it important to me as well? I'm going to talk about what categories I kind of fit within and why I'm stacking a lot of what I'm stacking in the first place. Now do remember, these are just my own thoughts and opinions on the subject. The little disclaimer as always, guys, I'm not a financial planner, I'm not a financial advisor, and certainly this video is not financial advice. Any financial decisions that you make having watched this video are yours and yours alone. So with all that said, I do have out on the table here a whole array of very fun, cool pieces to have a look at. But before I jump in to show you some of these, I want to talk about where it all started for me. And that is this big red folder. It's a heavy red folder now because it's got a lot of coins in it. This is what got me started in the whole world of coins. Not necessarily the folder, because this folder's only a couple of years old, but the coins inside it is what got me started. Now you'll see on the top couple of pages here we've got a lot of the silver coins. We've got a bunch of crowns there, we've got some European silver coins, we've got some American and Canadian silver coins, love those, some more UK silver coins, some more US silver coins. So these first kind of 6-7 pages are kind of the creme de la creme of silver and cool coins. But where it really all started for me was collecting these kind of old school world coins, and this started back when I was just a wee boy, so to speak, and you know, I'd have old coins given to me by my grandparents, and whenever they went on holiday or wherever friends and family went on holiday, I would always ask, "Oh, bring back some coins from that country." You know, you've got here some old like Italian coins, and a lot of these coins don't even exist anymore because they're all been replaced by euros and things. But this is where it all started for me. I could sit here and look at this folder for ages, but you know, that's where it all started, and that collecting bug stayed with me when I kind of migrated into adulthood and I started buying silver coins, collectible silver coins basically, and I would always keep an eye out in antique shops or on eBay and buy coins as and when I did, and I still do, and I still have a lot of these coins being added to my collection, and that's the important word here, collection. This folder really does represent a kind of collection of coins for me rather than an investment of coins. You know, will I ever sell that folder of coins? The answer is no. You know, that collection is priceless for me. It holds a lot of really very happy childhood memories. It holds a lot of you know, what formed me as a sort of adult, you know, in terms of collecting coins, and of course what sparked me getting into kind of the world of bullion and 999 silver in the first place, which has completely changed my life and for the better. So will I ever sell that folder? No, certainly not, and that makes that folder very much a collection, not an investment. So whilst I've spent a lot of money on some of those coins in there, I'm never going to sell them. They really are very special to me. So I think that's something that's really important. You know, if you are out there and you are a collector first, I guess you've got to ask yourself, you know, if you're a collector, will you ever sell those coins? Is that something that's going to ever happen? And I think looking at these sovereigns is a really, you know, telling tale of that kind of situation. Now these sovereigns are not mine. They are owned by a very good friend of mine who has asked me to sell them on her behalf because these are coins which she inherited. She didn't know anything about silver or gold. She didn't know anything about sovereigns. She knew I was into coins, and she got in touch with me and asked me if she could, you know, basically get some advice. And she was going to take them just down to a regular old kind of bullion exchange or jewellers and probably get a horrible price for them. So we've been kind of selling a bunch of these coins on eBay of all places and doing very well with them, but we did send some of these coins off for grading, and these are some of the results that came back. Now these two particular sovereigns, they are for sale on eBay at the moment. I'll put a link in the description to, down below. They actually finish tomorrow evening UK time, so if you are interested in them, please do let me know. But you know, it's a very telling tale because these coins, you know, my friend inherited, and they were a collection which were very much a collection. You know, she inherited them for a reason because they were never sold. They were very much held as a lifelong collection of coins, and that's a kind of a sad thing in a way, I guess. But you know, it's a nice thing in a way as well because the person she inherited them from, you know, hopefully we're doing the right thing. Although I would, you know, for me, I would be a little sad if a collection that I've been working on my entire life suddenly was just broken up and sold off for parts, basically. But at the end of the day, we're doing the right thing because my friend very much just doesn't know or really care too much about coins, and doing that is the right thing. So, that's a very interesting topic to think about, and if that's sort of what ticks your box in terms of buying precious metals, I guess it's something to think about for you. When you're long dead and gone, what's going to happen to it? Are you going to be happy with the results of it? Not everybody in future generations might have the same passion for you about collecting coins. So I think that's really an interesting thing to think about. Now, for me as a collector, there are certain coins like in that folder there which are kind of priceless that I won't look to sell in the future. However, there are coins which kind of hit both boxes for me of collecting and saving as an investment, and these three coins here I think are the best examples of that. So these are my pre-33 US gold kind of collection, I suppose you could call it at the moment, and these are the Liberty Head gold coins. Now, I bought the first one from a coin fair in London, and I bought that one for about 1.5%, I think it was 1.5% over spot, so phenomenal deal. And then we got it graded, and it's an MS62, which is even better. But that got me really got me the gold bug for pre-33 US gold, and I since have bought a $10 gold coin and a $20 gold coin. And all three of these coins have been bought for very low premiums over spot. As I said, this one was 1.5%, this one I think was 3%, and this one was maybe 3.5%, 4%. And I've paid more on brand new 2017, 2018 gold bullion than those premiums. So to have those for really cheap premiums, it really does tick the kind of collector's bug which I get from that big red folder, but at the same time these are very much that kind of long-term savings plan for that kind of long-term pension pot plan which I keep on talking about, saving for the future. So whilst they're a collection and I'm enjoying them along the way, I'm also saving money, I'm also in some ways investing money. Whether or not you can really call it investing or whether it's really just saving, that's a huge topic which I'd love to get your opinions on, so please do share in this video what your thoughts are on the difference between saving and investing. In terms of where I sit in investing, I very much view big coins like this, so the big 10-ounce silver coins which you buy pretty much for just their metal value. These big kookaburras are, for me anyway, just basically silver bullion weights. These I view as an investment as well as a kind of saving. I buy these at a certain price, I then look to sell them at a certain price, and if I can get more money than I pay for them, then that's job well done. That's an investment for me. That's a return on my investment. So there's very many different ways of looking at it. I personally am sort of dipping my toe into a lot of different things. In terms of precious metals, as you can see, I've got collections, I've got savings, I've got investments. Am I sitting within the kind of prepping side of things as well? No, I can't honestly say that I am. It's not really something that forms a great deal of my kind of buying decisions when it comes to precious metals. And certainly if you were looking to prep, you probably wouldn't want to buy anything that's on the table currently at the moment because, well, it would be completely impractical to go down to the local grocery store and try and buy some bread or milk with with a graded slabbed coin. That's just certainly not practical, or with a big 10-ounce coin. It's really just not a sensible thing to think about doing. That said, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on which kind of category you seem to fall into. For me, I really do think that having that kind of collector bug is an important thing for me to enjoy my investment, and I think that's something which I've always preached here on my channel, is to buy what you love and love what you buy. And I think that's a really important thing for anybody who is buying precious metals. Maybe if you're out there considering buying it for the first time, really have a hard think about what you're going to enjoy, what you're going to collect and stack, which you're going to get some enjoyment out of as well. Because whilst it's great to have the mentality of saving money, and a lot of people out there who are buying precious metals are saving, they're not necessarily investing. They see it as a different form of a bank account. It's something which you can get a lot out of and you can learn something from, and learning something new every day is a really important thing. And for me, learning about pre-33 US gold is really important, or learning about old UK coins. That's another really cool thing for me to have a think about and learn about as well. So do have a good old think if you're brand new out there about what you're going to get a lot out of as well, not just in terms of financial return on investment, but also an emotional investment, because I think you'll enjoy the whole process a lot more. But the last thing I will just say is that it's really important to remember that whilst you might be sitting within 1, 2, 3 or 4 of these categories right now, it doesn't mean that you can't enter the other categories at any time. It's really about evolving what's right for you. as a stacker, as a saver, as an investor, as a collector, or as a prepper. It's certainly something which I've done since I started buying precious metals. Back when I started, I had I think 30 or so different sets of coins which I bought in that very first batch, and me and Mrs. Backyard Bullion had grand plans of collecting every single one of these coins in a run. And it's just not necessarily practical or feasible for one to do that. And I think it's really important to kind of evolve your strategies. Back then we were very much thinking about the collection side of things, but we soon realised that a lot of the kind of collections, so to speak, that you would look to buy, not necessarily going to be the right choice for you if you're looking to get a sort of return on that investment. Certainly there's things to consider about like milk spotting for collections. There's nothing worse than having a collection ruined or marred by one coin that's sticking out there being a milk spotted coin. And also if you're starting right now, collecting a Lunar Series 2 coin set right now is going to be very expensive for you because you have to backdate all 11 years, and that's not very practical. So it's all about what's right for you at the time, but also evolving what is right for you in the future as well. That's all I have to say on the topic. As I said at the start of the video, it would be fascinating to hear what you guys think about this particular topic and this whole world of stacking, investing, prepping, collecting. What are you? What suits your style best? It would be great to hear from you. Do remember that not everybody will have the same opinions on the topic, so please comment respectfully on others' thoughts and opinions. If you liked this video, please put a thumbs up on it, and if you want to share it around on any social media that you have, that would be incredibly helpful to everything I do here on the channel of Backyard Bullion. Otherwise, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you do, if you hit the little alarm bell next to it, you'll get a notification when I upload future videos. Otherwise, all that's left for me to say is I hope you all have a fantastic week. Stay warm if you're in the United Kingdom. Thanks for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.